Hi, my name is Gennady and I'm an attorney with Law Office of Yuri Moshes. Today, I will speak for a few minutes in response to a question we hear a lot. How long does a personal injury lawsuit usually take? Now, the question is understandable. If you have suffered an injury, you likely need either financial compensation immediately to help you recover, or, for example, if you're a car crash victim and you need to pay for your vehicle repair bills. Victims of slip and fall accidents may need chiropractic care. But unfortunately, there is no simple answer. Every personal injury claim is different, and the timeline for either settling claims or bringing them to trial will depend on many factors. Now, the first step in the process is to seek medical treatment. This process can take anywhere from 1 to 15 months. If you've been injured and you seek medical treatment, you've got to do it as soon as possible. It's important to get help for two major reasons. Medical treatment can save your life and limb, and you do not want to delay your recovery. And it serves as major proof of your injury to the insurance company. Naturally, your medical care and your health are the most important things that you should worry about after an accident. You should have an attorney from a hospital bed. Now, depending on your injuries, you may require different types of treatment that may take different lengths of time for recovery. The next step to decide on is whether to hire an attorney or fight alone. Generally, it's not a good idea to attempt to settle a claim on your own. It's almost never faster than hiring an attorney to file a claim for you, nor is it more lucrative. Now, you could certainly settle more small personal injury claims without a lawyer, but lawyers are generally useful to even work on small claims. Personal injury attorneys and insurance adjusters often know each other through their prior cases and dealings with each other, and this can create a beneficial working relationship and expedite your claim. Second, insurance companies view unrepresented people to nickel and dime them during the settlement process. If you hire an attorney, your first offer usually tends to be higher than without an attorney, because they know that you mean business with an attorney. Without an attorney, however, if you take this alone, it's going to be stressful, lengthy, and usually you will not get the compensation that you deserve. If you have a large injury claim, you will absolutely need an attorney to recover the amounts that your injuries and pain and suffering are worth, to cover your medical bills, to cover your pain and suffering, to cover your frustrations. Now, selecting a lawyer is the next step. There are many different ways to go about selecting an attorney. You should always talk to a number of attorneys and interview them. Review their ratings on Yelp, Google, Avvo.com. Consider their credentials and success stories. The investigation and claims review process will come next. During this stage, your attorney will ask you countless questions and thoroughly review all of your medical records. The initial claim review is useful for two reasons. First, the review will help your attorney become more acquainted with you and your needs and your injuries. This will help you and your attorney develop a better working relationship as the litigation process moves forward. Second, the claims review process is used to determine the value of your case. From the beginning, your lawyer will be making certain decisions based on what they perceive the value of your case to actually be worth. Legal strategies will adjust according to that. It may be that your personal injury claim may turn or not turn into a lawsuit and will instead be resolved by negotiation and a pre-suit settlement. Making a demand and negotiating your claim will come next. This process can take over 12 months, depending on the value of your case. Most people are unaware that 97% of the injury claims are settled pre-suit, before even an attorney steps foot into a courtroom. The claims process has become a very important part of the legal system and can allow you to receive compensation early without suit. However, you should be aware that filing suit will inevitably take longer. Generally, your attorney will begin by sending a demand for damages and injuries sustained as a result of the accident, and that demand will be for more than what we expect to receive. The insurance company will come back and lowball us with a settlement offer. Most insurance company settlement offers made within a few weeks of the accident or shortly thereafter are low. These efforts and these lowball offers are made to dissuade you, the victim, from pursuing this further. Now, these offers will not take into consideration lost wages or pain and suffering. From these initial offers, your attorney will attempt to negotiate a higher settlement. And if a pre-suit settlement cannot be negotiated, a suit will be filed. Once suit is filed, it can take up to 3 years to get to trial and present the case to a jury. Most personal injury victims actually prefer settlement. However, if we have a larger claim, filing a lawsuit will truly be the only way to get the actual value of what those injuries are going to be worth. The first stage of the legal process involves filing of the actual lawsuit and serving it properly on the defendants. Once that lawsuit is filed and served, the defendants generally have 20 to 30 days to respond, depending on how they are served with that lawsuit. Most lawsuits will be responded to with an answer. An answer will simply move the lawsuit onto the discovery or dispositive motion phase. In other cases, defendants may make another type of response, which could prolong the pleading process even further. The discovery process itself can take most of the time of the legal process. Many claims are actually resolved during this stage because they are so costly and expensive. Discovery is the legal process by which the parties obtain evidence from each other. The discovery process typically includes interviews, short questionnaires, depositions, and requests for documents. Depending on the nature of the case, the length of the process will differ dramatically. At this time, a lot of times, mediation will also be a step. Mediation is a structured settlement conference where the lawyers and the parties, they hire a professional mediator to assist in reaching a settlement. Most mediations are successful because evidence that's already come out during the discovery process is used for the purposes of the mediation. If mediation is not successful, trial comes next. A personal injury trial can last a day, a week, or even longer. Typically in New York, they will last an average of 3 to 10 days. Now, the length may increase or decrease depending on the state, the court rules, and the docketing procedures of the actual trial. Now, the completion of trial doesn't necessarily conclude the lawsuit. After trial, both parties to the lawsuit actually have the right to appeal the outcome of their case to a higher court, the appellate court. If the parties feel there was an error during the trial by a jury, by a judge, or for any other reason that is plausible to file an appeal on, an appeal can be filed, and that will last, generally in New York, also a year, if not longer. Now, why do some personal injury lawsuits take longer than others? Well, the main reason is your case can be slowed down by discovery motions, and some dispositive pleadings. Another reason, your case has a high net worth. Case has factual complexities, such as medical malpractice cases, or you haven't reached your maximum medical improvement level yet. Most importantly, if you didn't hire an attorney to represent you in court, you will prolong the process and make it a lot more aggravating and difficult for you. At the law office of Uri Moshes, we fight vigorously for our clients from beginning to end. You can contact us at 718-504-6090. You can also learn more about us on the web at www.mosheslaw.com.